But yeah, I got this run before streaming was a real thing. Anyway, let's move on. Let us move on. Stage 3. At the beginning of Stage 3, there is one mandatory trick you must at least attempt. At least try. There is one frame in which you can do a task-only trick. You can do this in pretty much all stages except for Stage 1. Well, you can do it in all stages except for Stage 1 that is not a top-down stage. You can try this trick. And it is mandatory for you to at least attempt. The very first frame in which you gain control, shoot. Try. You know when you get it. Because, and I'll show you why right here. See, I was shooting and I missed it. You can be holding left or right, it doesn't matter. Or yeah, you can be holding right, you can be holding up, it doesn't matter. If you shoot on that particular frame, you will shoot straight up. I try to smack it. Like, I'll do like a double tap or something. I just try to get it. I'm like, oh, I almost got it. Dang it. But what will happen is you'll shoot one round straight up. But the thing is, when you're in this position, in this frame, that falling position, you can't shoot straight up or straight down. You can only shoot straight and angles up and down. You can't shoot straight up or straight down. So doing that at the very beginning of all these stages where it's possible to do is like, yes, I'm a tasker in real time. Yeah, you just got to be excited for the small things. The small things. It's what makes us speedrunners love our game so much. Like, yeah, I can do the crap you can do too on task, but I do it legitimately. But I can't do it repeatedly. I can only do it once. But still, I can do it. That's all that matters. But anyway, that's what you try to do. You can do it in any percent. You can do it in any percent, low percent. It doesn't matter. At the very first frame, you gain control. You shoot and you'll shoot straight up. It's just amusing for me. I enjoy doing it. But anyway, on to the real thing. Now, this stage has some audio cues at the beginning. One audio cue comes to mind right now, really. But I'm sure I'll remember if there's more. No, I think there's only the one. But there is an audio cue for this stage. Now, we're going to listen to the music. And listen to the music and watch what I do. I'm not going to say anything. Just listen to the music and watch what happens with the music. Okay. I lied. I didn't do it. But you can do it. What you can do is the music will sound like YouTube. Super C Stage 3 music. Now, we're just going to listen to this, just the music. Alright, now we're going to listen to that very first 5 seconds again. And I'm going to exaggerate it. I'm going to kind of beatbox with it, just a little bit, just so you can hear it. So it goes. That spot where it goes, that little spot in the music. At that point, jump. That's all you need to do. It will be right about this location. Play. Oh, I paused it. Cool. I jumped at the right time anyway. You'll jump before this turret. Just before this turret. But what this timing does is this first sniper will shoot up. It's the perfect timing, so you don't have to worry about the turret. You can ignore it. Oh, by the way, his hitbox stops like right here, so you can walk on him. His hitbox stops like right here-ish. Give or take. Don't. But you'll see, okay, I jumped a little bit too early. But you'll jump on that beat. If you jump on that beat, this guy will shoot straight up. Or he'll shoot up at this angle and he'll never come close to hitting you. And you get a free opportunity to kill him. But yeah, audio cues, go. Something important though. We don't care about this turret, he's not going to bother us that much. Killing him just because I have a fetish when playing this game any percent, I just kill everything. Anyway, this guy right here, he's going to stick his head out and shoot at you. You can't kill him before he gets his shot off. He will always get his shot off, so don't fret over it. It's not a big deal. What you do need to do though is kill him before he goes back into the woods. He's got a huge time frame before he goes back in, and you really need to make sure you get him. You cannot let these snipers live. None of the snipers in this stage can, well, none of these snipers that are in the woods can live. Now, again, there's a feel for it, but there's also visual cues. If you notice right here, see that turret? It's going off the screen. It's going off the screen. I shoot forward, and then I shoot up. Forward and up. That forward shot is going to take care of this guy. The up shot is going to take care of this guy. Once you make those two shots, you still have to jump because this guy's going to get a shot off regardless. It doesn't matter how good you do it. You get that jump off, he'll die as soon as he comes off the screen, and he won't even get his second shot off. He'll only get his first shot off. And honestly, I didn't even know that was a visual cue until just now. I didn't even know that. I always did it by feel. I just knew it. That or I was listening to the music. I forget about it. I'm pretty sure I did that by feel. But that is your visual cue. That as soon as that comes off the screen, see, it's still barely on the screen. Shoot right, shoot up. Take care of him just before he comes on the screen. Okay? And while you're in the air, if you have any spawns behind you, make sure you shoot down as well to take care of them. Spread has that nice little arc that goes back this way. This is your R. This is your best friend. If Mayor K watches you play this game and you don't collect R, he will come to your house and stab you and rape you and then stab you again and then set you on fire because he loves fire. So make sure you get R. You really want this R. And this is a bomb. This bomb is hilarious. You can get a lot of cool effects with this bomb. Well, a lot of the bombs you can have some glitchy fun with. But it's this right here is what we're really concerned about. What you want to do is make sure there's no spawns around you. And you can also, and just jump and take it. Shoot, jump, shoot down. That way it goes up into you. Goes up to you. Like, rawr, up here. You can get that. And once you get, as soon as this turret starts to spawn, that's your visual cue for that. As soon as it starts to spawn. Let's see if I can get to it. See, it's not spawned yet. Starts to spawn, you jump. That is your visual cue. It starts to spawn, you jump. Because of that, this guy is going to shoot high. His arc's going to come down like this. It doesn't matter if we kill this guy. It doesn't matter. But, and it doesn't matter if you get this bomb either. It really doesn't matter. What this does, it makes those two things shoot way high. See how you can't even get close to jump that? Because you jumped like that and you manipulated this guy to shoot high, you can never jump into those bullets. It is never an option. And if you want a fun glitch, if you have the focus to be able to do it, because I know it's something kind of hard to do, so it's not exactly hard, or it's not exactly easy, but if you can, time shooting this bomb right here, right at the edge of the screen. Right at the edge of the screen. You'll get some cool effects. And don't kill him. That's the best part. So you don't kill him. You see, you collect it, he blows up, and he stays. he stays alive. It's fun. Bombs are fun. You can do lots of fun things with bombs. So because you manipulated it, and also as long as it's not on, if you shoot it slightly too late and it's too close to the edge of the screen, you actually won't be able to collect it because it'll land inside the turret, and the turret's hitbox is bigger than its collection box, so you can't collect it soon enough. Just a little side note. So be wary. If you see that the bomb is inside the turret, just jump over the turret. Don't collect the bomb. Just play it safe. Don't die because of, oh, I want to see if I can get this glitch. It doesn't save any time, but maybe I can get this little visual glitch. No, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Annie Hoozle. Now we move on. Do a nice little rhythm here. This shooting like this is not for keeping my fingers warm, although it does serve that purpose as well. It keeps my arm warm so I can mash at a decent speed. This is actually to make sure any red spawns die before they get a shot off. And then once this is above you, or slightly before, you can do it when it's right above you, because it'll be just before this spawns. Turn around and shoot these little bastards. Reason being, you'll prevent lag. If you have more than one spawn, honestly, more than one even lags. But if you have more than one spawn, when you get to this point, because of all your bullets and all of these things, you'll get a lot of lag. If you cannot kill this guy by mashing excuse me. If you cannot mash quick enough to kill this guy, just stop. Just stop in front of him and shoot him a few more times. It's not a big deal. You can pause, you know. Once you get him start blowing up and you're really close to him, jump. Just jump over him. You can jump over him. It's no big deal. It really isn't a big deal. You can actually clear him with a pixel perfect jump, or a frame perfect jump. You can clear this guy. You don't even have to kill this thing. Whatever you choose on doing. I take care of this laser early. Even if this guy didn't spawn, I still would have jumped here to kill the laser when it's above me, so I know I will not collect it. And also, I want to shoot this guy. I want to shoot him so bad. So yeah, I start doing that, and then I start my lawnmower to kill him. That is very dangerous. Don't use the lawnmower. Frezzy is insane. I tried it because he was doing the lawnmower. Don't do it. That's insane. You'll die. Don't do the lawnmower. It doesn't work. Anyway, the reason I do this jump here, play. Take care of that above you, and when it's above you, that's if you kill this thing without having to stop. It'll be above you. If you do have to stop, you can just completely ignore it. I'm pretty sure. I'm not entirely sure about that. What you want to do is, just like you did in stage 1, jump and shoot downward at an angle towards this sniper. Reason being, because if you have that leniency and you get those good shots off, you can manipulate this guy to shoot high. Although, as you can see, I did not do that. I didn't do that. I believe it was because I'm just an idiot and I screwed up this whole little area, and that's why I had to do the lawnmower, because I couldn't jump again because I would have been hit by this bullet because I didn't manipulate it right. Because if I would have jumped, I would have been hit by that. If you manipulated it right, it would have went high, just like the first set of snipers up top. That is very dangerous. I highly don't recommend this, even at my mashing speed. It is not fun. But make sure these things die anyway. As soon as you can, get rid of those guys. If you manipulate the shots correctly, you can jump over the sniper guy, kill him if you want, it doesn't matter. But what's important is you kill these guys as soon as you can. The sooner you kill these guys, the sooner you don't have to worry about their bullets. Like that. Having to dodge that bullet right there. I'm like, oh crap. bullet. So we can look at this at real time. Blah, see? There we are. So you just want to kill these guys. Now we're making our way to the moat, the river, the lake, the pond, the water, whatever you want to call it. We're making our way to one of the most fun and I think is the most exciting viewpoint from a viewer's perspective of the game. These guys always spawn. You'll just get a feel for it where they spawn at, so don't worry about it. You'll almost always, when you start approaching the water, you'll almost always have all of the spawns off the screen. So that is something that you really won't have to worry about. But when you get in, once you start getting into the water, here's what I recommend. It is not mandatory because you are playing any percent, not low percent. So it is not a big deal. Jump into the water from the edge. Once you land in the water, don't stop jumping. Always jump in the water. What this will do is this sniper right here will shoot straight across. Never be able to hit you, even if you try to jump into it. It's just too high. You can't jump out of the water and hit it. So by continuously jumping, you'll make it so that no sniper bullet will ever even have the potential to kill you. It does not matter. And because you are jumping, if anything comes up behind you, while you're jumping, you can just shoot down and kill it. So it takes care of everything, all with just that little simple thing. Jump from the edge just before the water, jump in, and then continue jumping. Never stop jumping. And then just continue on. Now, you'll normally have a lot of spawns here. You'll have a bunch of spawns. If you want to play it safe, kill the spawns before you proceed any further. If you want to play it safe. If you don't want to play it safe, then what you're going to have to do is shoot up an arithmetic. This is all going to come from playing the game. Just being comfortable with the game, knowing where everything is. Wow, what is up? Knowing where everything is. And having that feel for when everything is going to come out. What you want to do is you want to shoot in a way no problem. What you're going to want to do is shoot in a way that the bullets will, the center bullet is going to hit the enemy that's actually spawning. But you want to hit them as close to the edge of the screen as possible so that the other bullets are not on the screen to help reduce the lag because of all these guys. And there's also going to be a bunch of guys spawning from the left corner too. So you see how much spawning is going on. I am picking my shots wisely. Where can I get the most shots with the least amount of lag? And make sure you take care of this guy as well as you're going through that. So what we're looking for in this is to kill the most amount of guys with the least amount of shots, and with each shot keep the bullets off the screen. That's our goal. Pretty much is what's going on. So you see it's always going to be different depending on the positioning of the spawns. Whether you're going to have to prioritize the guys behind you, prioritize the guys above you. It's really prioritize the guys that's spawning in the front. It's always different. So this is something that's just going to come with experience. The more you play, the more you'll have a feel for it. This spawn, or this guy up here, really doesn't need to die. And before you proceed to the point where this guy is on the screen, you need to kill everything behind you. Turning around and shooting once or twice, because you have spread, will fix all of that. If you happen to have died during that, just turn around, kill them all, and then continue on. And as long as you're shooting this guy, you really won't have many issues. And then when you're coming out, make sure you kill the snipers. These snipers are probably one of the biggest issues with this segment. And you also want to preferably jump here, but because of spawns. But alright, what? This is hard to explain. Oh, there's so many things I want to explain, but it's hard for me to get them out. What you would preferably do here is right about here, when you're lined up with this fun little tree, that's about where you want to jump. What it'll do is it'll fix this guy to shoot high, so you don't have to worry about it. Anytime you have a sniper and you can force him to shoot high, it's a good idea to do so. But besides that, this little section again, same rule as in the water. Shoot so you can kill the most guys and keep the least amount of bullets on the screen at all times. So that's why I'm not mashing. It's very rhythmic. After that, it's really just walk. There's really nothing to get on with. Alright. If you have incredibly high mashing speed, you can use my strategy right here. If you see where I'm lined up, I can shoot straight up and my center bullet will hit my 4th life. Will go right through my 4th life. I'm directly under it. Again, you must be able to mash at really high speeds in order to do this kill. This is the quickest way you can kill this thing with spread gun and survive. Pretty much. But again, you must be able to mash in order to do this. If you cannot do this strategy, what I would recommend is mimicking my low percent strategy for this boss. Even with the spread gun, yes, mimic the low percent strategy because it is the best way to do it. And what that entails is you get all the way to the right and then you walk slightly to the left, so you're not all the way up on the wall. So you're going to be about half or 3/4 of a sprite away from the wall where it won't let you walk anymore. And what this is going to allow you to do when he does his first shot, it's going to go right over your head and you won't have to duck. You won't die from it. And you can just continuously shoot at it. And what it's going to do is it's going to walk over you, shoot again, and then walk left. And that's why it is important to go left a little bit. Because when it walks to the right and it shoots when it's standing over you, what it's going to do is it's going to determine whether it wants to move left or right depending on your position. If you are left of its center, it will move left. If you are on right of its center, it will move right. So that makes me want to do this right here because it is annoying. Gosh, it's annoying. No. Configure video input, is it? No, it's gonna be. Whoa, what'd I click? Where'd my mouse go? One sec. Configure output. Nope. Alright, I don't know where the option is, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Alright. So, depending on where you're at from its center is whether it's going to go left or right. And that's what is going to make it go left or right. So, by being a little bit off to the left, it will force it to go left. If it goes right, it will stay on you a little bit longer, and you have to wait longer. And there's a good chance that it'll walk over you and just stay on top of you for frickin' ever. Anyway, once the boss is dead, there is a scroll lock here. If you are all the way on the right hand side of the screen, when the scroll lock is lifted and you are still running right, you will not scroll the screen. You will stay at that wall. You need to have a little bit of space before you start walking right when the scroll lock goes away. The scroll lock goes away when the Mecha Spider goes away. Leaves the screen. As soon as it leaves the screen, you can scroll the screen again. As soon as the Mecha Spider leaves the screen, you can scroll the screen to the right. The further you are to the right, though, the much safer this next segment is. That's really all I can say, and just enjoy. There's really nothing to say here. And I will say this bullet is a prime example of what I was talking about with the grenades in stage 1. How in stage 1 the grenades are fixed to the screen position, not to the actual stage, not to where the ground and everything else is, but the screen position. This is a great example because you see it's right here, like about mid-screen, but the ground is going to go low, but the bullet stays there, stays in that fixed screen position. That's the best way to describe it, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen this before. Alright, the position for this boss genuinely is heal with this little crevice. It's kind of hard to see, but it's almost, these blocks are almost set up in groups of 4. If you want to start from this little weird looking crevice, then you have a big rock high, or big rock low, big rock high, big rock low, no rock, big rock low, big rock high, little big rock low, no rock, and then it just continues that way. You can kind of see how it cuts off here. Like, I can see it. That's how I visually see it. You can do that there. If you have your heel on that line, you are all set to go for this boss. You don't even have to move. You can just stand there. You don't have to jump, nothing. You can just stand there and go at it. But jumping gets you a faster kill, so why not? As far as the jumping goes, just don't jump into a bullet. That's it. Just don't jump into a bullet. Also, a thing of note, if you are unable to kill this boss, unable to kill this turret before it moves down, you can jump into that turret. You won't get hit by the bullet, but you'll actually jump into the turret. So, make sure you don't jump into that turret. That's really about it for this boss. It's really that simple. Oh, actually, this would be a great time to explain the spread gun function. Be a great time. Alright, so the spread gun comes out. Come on, gimme. Good. Spread. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, you'll notice that the spread gun has 10 bullets and 2 spreads of 5. And when you are able to manipulate it to get a stream of a single row of bullets instead of 2 or 3 or 4, you know, depending on how quick you mash and the rhythm that you mash at and whatnot, the priority of where they come out is always the same, and it's always in the function of a clockwise circle. So if you're looking straight up, the priority is middle, left, right is the priority. So if you're looking left, it's going to go middle, down, up, down, up. If you're looking right, it's going to go middle, up, down, up, down. It's always going to be left of center is the one that's priority, which is contrasting to Contra, where it goes the other way. It's backward. It's backwards. It goes middle, right, left when looking up. And that's why in Contra, for the stage 3 boss, for example, you position yourself to the left of the boss, whereas in Super C, you position yourself to the right of every boss with the spread gun, because everything wants to favoring towards the left more, whereas in Contra it favors to the right. So there you go. Alright. So, that is it for stage 3.